Thanks for joining us. I'm Philip Coleman. Lynn Brooks has the evening off. School security has been in the spotlight since deadly shootings across the U.S. And the issue has Tuscaloosa County school leaders taking new measures to keep students safe. Securing the building, limiting who enters campus, and monitoring who leaves are parts of the new security plan. School officials tell WVUA this would be implemented with the help of new security cameras. It's in response to the massacre at a Connecticut elementary school last year. Interim school superintendent Dan Butler told WVUA they are working to stay on top of this issue and not waiting until another tragic event takes place.
It's terribly important that we don't just react to occurrences, national occurrences. It's imperative that whatever we do now, that we do not become complacent in what it is that we do in the future.
And Butler says that school leaders are working with an architect to see what is needed to further increase school safety. No word yet on, but they estimate that this project will cost around $500,000. Today's beautiful clear skies are in stark contrast to 20 years ago when the blizzard of 1993 hit the state of Alabama. WVUA's Travis Leader is live at the National Weather Service in Calera with a look at this historic weather event. Travis?
Philip, it was a day that many meteorologists here at the National Weather Service remember to this day, especially the ones that lived through it. Now, some of them are even calling it the storm of the century. Now, according to the National Weather Service, this storm caused $2 billion worth of damage throughout the United States. Although Alabamians remember the storm's impact locally, the storm impacted about half of the United States. Some areas in Alabama were without power for a whole week, and many areas throughout central Alabama dealt with a foot of snow. The storm shattered many records across the state of Alabama. Meteorologist John DeBlock says the storm's impact left Alabama snowy white and many other states in its path as well.
We had snowfall in every square inch of Alabama, some measurable snowfall, which is really a very hard event to come by. Snowfall extended perhaps from Alabama all the way through Maine.
Now, coming up on WVUA News at 10, I'll have a more in-depth look on the 1993 blizzard and its impact on the state of Alabama. Reporting live in Calera, Travis Leader, WVUA News. Back to you, Philip.
Thanks, Travis. New concerns tonight over federal spending cuts and the effect they could have on the Tuscaloosa Regional Airport. One air traffic controller is trying to get the message out that he thinks it's a very bad idea. As we have reported, Tuscaloosa Regional Airport is on the list for losing its control tower. This is where the controllers keep planes a safe distance from each other. Tuscaloosa controller Russell Davis has been working to make sure the tower closure does not take place. He told WVUA it would affect the safety of pilots and passengers and revenue for the city.
I need to wake up in Washington and realize how bad they're hurting the cities around here when they close these towers, because it's just not just safety, but economically they will hurt them. And just don't need that, especially from Tuscaloosa, who's still recovering from their tornado.
And Davis also says that if this cut does take effect, he and other controllers would lose their jobs. He says April 7th is when the cuts could take effect. Hundreds of middle and high school students are showing off their technology skills at the capstone. It's all part of the 34th Annual Alabama Technology Student Association State Conference. There are 40 events like drag racing, robotics, and flight challenges. Students we have talked with told us it's a great way to see their lessons come to life.
I get to learn new things, and maybe whenever I get older I could have a job that requires some of the measurements and stuff that we do.
We're going to advance in technology throughout the years, and if you're still at the basic stuff of like 2001 or just 1990, then you're never going to get anywhere in life when you need to apply for a job that's more modern day and futuristic.
Two Tuscaloosa city schools are taking part. Eastwood Middle School and Tuscaloosa Magnet School, top winners in this conference, will be eligible to represent Alabama at the 2013 National TSA Conference in Orlando. You have the chance to say goodbye to Tuscaloosa County Sheriff Ted Sexton before he heads to California for his new job. The public is invited to stop by and say goodbye to Sexton tomorrow. Sexton is going to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office, where he'll be the new head of Homeland Security. Now, his office says you can stop by the hangar between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. tomorrow, located at Robert Cardinal Airport Road at Tuscaloosa Regional Airport. And happening in just a few minutes, a free opportunity to get a check on your health. Tuscaloosa Central High and Westlawn Middle Schools are hosting a health fair. Various community health agencies will be on hand. This all kicks off at 6:30 tonight at the Central Gym. In news from overseas, the first day of voting for the new Pope in Vatican City ended with black smoke, which means no Pope has been chosen yet. 115 cardinals are sequestered and won't be seen again until they've decided on the next Pope. However, we will know someone has received 2/3 of the vote when white smoke comes out of the chimney there at the Sistine Chapels, and the cardinals will resume voting on tomorrow morning. And there is an Alabama connection to the media activity at Vatican City. The global Catholic television network, Eternal Word Television Network, is based in Irondale near Birmingham. A researcher says its programming is available to some 225 million households worldwide. EWTN officials say they have about 50 people in Rome for the conclave, and they are broadcasting extensive coverage on TV, radio, and websites.